Yo, ah, well, yo, what is up? It's Felons Gang. Today I'm going to be doing part one of What If I Was the Son of Roger. So I was actually gonna do What If I Was the Son of Whitebeard first, but then I was thinking of Son of Rayleigh, and then Son of Shanks, and then Son of Buggy. Yeah. Which, if I was the son of Buggy, I'd be 19. If I was the son of Shanks, I'd be about 21 or 20. If I was the son of, because, and my mom would be Makino, and my other mother would be Alvida, but we're gonna have Alvida eat her devil fruit like way earlier, but Luffy's still gonna beat her up. So yeah. Without for and since I'm the son of Roger, if Roger was still alive, he'd be 76. So I know, like, I wanted to make myself like 56, but I'm like, oh heck no. So I'm only gonna be 40 years old. So yeah. And then if I was the son of Whitebeard, I'll only be like 32 or 42. No, or if I was the son of Rayleigh, I'd be like probably 58, or most likely in my 40s or 50s. So, yeah, without further ado, let's hop right into this. What if? So I'm going to have Haki, and, yeah, I'm going to be very strong, and here's where the plot line's going to twist. I'm not the closest man to the One Piece, but I do know where the One Piece is located. I know where to go if like, one day I just decide, yeah, I want to have the One Piece, but I don't really care about the One Piece, so without further ado, let's hop right into this. What if? So we're gonna go to the time where we see me and Sengoku. As we're talking about not to mention Ace's relatives, and I will not come at the Marineford battle. So then go to the point where Whitebeard meets me at my ship, and at the same time Shanks comes with Whitebeard. He talks to Whitebeard, but then it's time where Whitebeard talks to me. He then asked me to come and help them in the war at Marineford because they're actually gonna need me. I tell Whitebeard that I don't really care what happens to my brother, who's not even my real brother, and he can die. Whitebeard gets really mad, and so does the rest of his crew. I didn't ask Marco if he wants to come on my crew, but Marco just gets mad and he refuses. Now, the reason why I asked Marco was as I didn't tell Marco, you have a phoenix inside of you. A phoenix. And I have a... Oh, and where does the phoenix power originate from? Now, I'm not going to spoil what devil fruit I have yet. So yeah, where does the power of the phoenix originate from, Marco? Marco just says, piss off. As I just smirk, and I turn around. Let's go, boys. Kakashi then asks, I think that we should go at the Battle of Marineford. He is your brother. Yeah. But what happens if I bring the rest of the crew with me? We can handle ourselves. As my second mate. And it's kind of going to be like a My Hero Academia. So my second mate then says, with my float fruit, ain't nothing going to stop me. As the other guy then says, with my beer slash bird fruit, no one can stop me either. Like, these are my commanders. With my Hades fire, with my Hades devil fruit, no one's gonna stop me. Now, his Hades devil fruit is not like Gecko Moria, like he can't raise the dead. It's kind of gonna be like that Roblox game. So the way how it's gonna be like the Roblox game is, he can fire, like, his fire is blue, and he can fire bomb blasts at people and stuff like that. and he can emit fire from his body. Now he cannot turn into fire. He actually is the strongest armament hockey on the entire crew, and that's my third mate. No, let's say that's my first mate, and then Mikey. Yeah, Mikey's my second mate. Now Mikey's devil fruit is the turtle fruit. It's a ancient zone fruit where he can turn into a human turtle or a regular turtle or a turtle, and he has super regeneration. Like you can cut off his arm and then like another one. It's like Orochimaru. And Hiruzen, his devil fruit is basically to turn into a bear with wings, and he has super good regeneration too. Clark, I know. Clark's devil fruit is the ability to make is called zero gravity, the Paramecia type. It does not have regeneration. And Kent, yeah, Kent's ability is the ability to he's known as Black Fist Kent. He's basically like the cook. And yeah. So those are my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 commanders. Yeah. And I have a total size crew of 300 men. Like, let's just get right to it. I've already wasted like 6 minutes. So yeah. We can see as when Whitebeard gets to Marineford, and then that entire thing happens when Sengoku, he releases the information. And then I just say, that sick son of a... As as me and my fleet of pirates then come to Marineford. As Sengoku, he looks back, as he's shocked, he says, why are you here? We had a deal. Yes, we did have a deal, and you broke it. You see, if people find out that Ace is the son of Roger, it's going to track back to me, and people are going to find out that I'm the son of Roger. If people find out that I'm the son of Roger, then people are going to start asking questions, asking if I know the One Piece. And then sooner or later, they're going to know that I know the location of where the One Piece is supposed to be. As I then crack my neck. You see, I can't have you doing that. I'm 44. Yeah, I'm 44 years old. As I start to walk down the ship aisle, as I'm allies with the Big Mom. I'm allies with Kaido. So yeah. And I then point my hand like in this direction, as I then say, bear witness to the sun fruit. Now, my fruit is not a Logia fruit, but the only way you can really hit me is if you use fire. Now, I can emanate sun radiation, like go to the Roblox game God Simulation 2, and then you'll know my power. But I can go to Helios. So it's like fire surrounds my body, and if you try to shoot me, your bullets, like, it's gonna kind of look like Marco, but they just melt. So yeah, don't really try to shoot me. As I then jump into the air, and I blast fire, as I blast sunbeam bullets at where Sengoku is. Sengoku then dodges, which it's made like big explosions. As Mikey then yells, "It's about dang time since we get into action. How long has it been? A year?" As Mikey then jumps into the air, he's starting to fall to the ground as he smashes his fist into the ground, creating a ginormous crater. As Mikey says, "Let's rock on!" As he then takes out his two, you know what the 7 deadly sins called their weapons? sacred weapons. He then takes out his sacred weapons, as these are nunchucks. As Clark then flies into the air. He's then flying faster and faster. As he flies higher into the air, he then comes down, saying, "For wait." As he's falling to the ground and as he smashes into the ground, we're just like, we're fighting, but we're having a party. As my allies, they then start to shoot. As I then say, "Hey," like, this is my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is just one of the random pirates, but he's like, if he could be one of the five Sun Commanders, but he's only but he's like, we're called the Star Pirates. The five Sun Command. He could be one of the five Sun Commanders, but he's like number 6, so he's the strongest of the regular pirates. As I then tell him, "Put your bow and arrow and face it in between Son Goku's eyes." "Yes, sir." As he then puts his arrow out, and he imbues it with black hockey. This is going to be the first time that we're going to see hockey. As we then see, like, calculations in his eyes. As he says, "Right on point. Affirmative." As he then shoots his arrow, which his arrow then goes booming through the sky. One of the Vice Admirals then try to stop this before it hits Son Goku. But there's, like, Momonga. Let's say that it was Momonga. He tries to stop this, but this attack just like, when it hits his sword, it breaks his sword, and it goes, like, it didn't break a lot of his sword, and it goes straight through his arm, and then it's going straight at Son Goku. Son Goku barely dodges, as the arrow smashes into a rock. Dang it. That Momonga guy, he got me off aim. "Hey, you're the captain while I'm off the ship right now." I then jump out, taking out my cutlass. I then fire them up into the air. As they then enlarge and bigger and bigger, and then ginormous fireballs then start to rain down. As Mikey yells, "Watch out, boss! You gotta wait for us!" As then all of a sudden Kizaru then comes, but then Mikey creates a water, like, Mikey can't turn into water, but he can, like, create. It's like he's kind of like a fish man, where water just comes under, like, he can make water, like Fishman can. As he then as water then surrounds his fist. And I'm just gonna say I did that. As he then fires it at Aokiji. Aokiji dodges this attack as he rushes at the second mate of the crew, Mikey. As him and Mikey are fighting, they're like, Mikey is weaker than Kizaru. He's not as strong as Kizaru. Don't get me mixed up. Him without his nunchucks is just Commodore level. Or no, he's actually, him without his nunchucks holding back is Commodore level. But him without his nunchucks going full power, he's about, like, right under Admiral, but he's a little bit stronger than Vice Admiral. And him using his nunchucks is on par with the Admirals. So yeah, he can actually fight them now. Let me just place out the order. Dang it, I never named my first mate. My first mate's name is Dione. My name is Mayo. Yeah, my name's Mael. So let me just name the order. Mikey's Escanora is the first mate, and Mikey's the second mate, while Black Fist is the third mate, and Hiruzen is the fourth mate. Or should I make him the third mate? Just for plotline, because Naruto and The fifth mate is Clark. Oh, Kent, that's his name. Okay, so Clark is the fifth mate, and Kent is the third mate. As we're all then fighting, my men are shooting bullets all around Marineford, killing Marines. As then, I didn't rush out, and I'm now standing beside Whitebeard. Whitebeard asks, "What was the change of heart?" Son Goku revealed my secret, and we had a deal. So you'd rather see your brother get killed? Like I said, I don't know my brother, I don't care for him. He's not even my real brother. And since I don't have any bondage to him and I don't know him, that would literally make him not my sibling. Nor does he need my protection. He's the great Fire Fist. Hey, 2nd Division Commander of the Whitebeard Pirates. Oh wait, Fire Fist isn't even as strong as a 2nd Division Commander. I could put him up against Mikey, and Mikey would obliterate him. So, how about you shut your mouth, Whitebeard, before I put a hole through your chest? How dare you talk to Pops like that? As I look back at Juzo. Say that again, and I will not hesitate to melt your diamonds. Huh? Yes, unless you do not know, the heat of the sun can melt a diamond. So, yeah, just in case you were wondering. Wait, but diamonds are invincible. No, light, lightning at full heat, sun, magma, I don't know, like, I don't think it could slowly melt it, but it wouldn't be able to, like, melt it fast. It wouldn't look like anything's happening. Fire, no, but, yeah, so, I'm just letting you know, the sun um, can melt diamonds really easy, and lightning actually can melt diamonds easier because it's like its temperature compared to the sun is pretty hot. So yeah, as I just stand there beside Whitebeard, sitting down, just humming a tune as my crew's fighting. Escanora then comes down as he asks if he should set out the rest of the crew. I didn't tell him no because it won't be necessary. Everybody's gonna die soon. As Whitebeard just looks at me with a confused face and asks me what I mean. I say he'll have to watch and learn. So I'm just rocking my head back, thinking of a tune. And Hades as fire then emits from where I am. And should I just call this dude Hades, bro? Like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. Escanor then jumps as he's flying through the sky, zipping through people. And this matchup right now is going to be Escanora versus Akainu. Now, Escanora, since he has the strongest arm in hockey, Escanor is as strong as Akainu. Yeah. And the next matchup is going to be Kent versus Kizaru. Whoa, that sounded so weird. Kizaru. Oh yeah, Kizaru has a very weird name. Kent versus Kizaru, and Hiruzen. Now, floaty guy, he's just facing the right side. He's stronger than a captain. He's stronger than Luffy. Duh. He's stronger than Crocodile probably. He knows armored hockey, the basics. So Kent is probably as strong as a Commodore, but at full power, he can match the power of the admirals. Of the vice admirals. As we then see a ginormous rock monster forming, as Kent then has two swords in his hands, and rocks rock things, then start to fire from his chest, I guess. As we go over to all the best segments of fighting him, as Kent is on par, is like he's doing okay with them. Like they're you can't really say that they're beating him because he's like overwhelming them, but that they struggle at the reason Kizaru is kind of weird because Kizaru he's getting a little bit too fast, but then when Kizaru's starting to get a little bit too cocky, all of a sudden he then someone then yells behind him, "Black Fist, Federal!" As he then gets punched in the back, sending him flying, and all of a sudden, um, uh, Hiruzen then cronks his arm back as he sends it as like a Detroit Smash, and he sends it flying at Kizaru, punching Kizaru in the face, making blood come out of Kizaru's nose. Who did I set Mikey up against? Okay, Mikey and Aokiji. Now, it's like really weird because they're fighting at the exact same level of strength, so they can't really overwhelm each other. But let's just say for plot and to make me more hype, Mikey then gets a punch on Kizaru's face, which makes Kizaru which stuns Kizaru. As Kizaru then comes back, because Future Sight. That's literally like the only reason, but it would be kind of hard with Future Sight at the same time because the guy's still invisible in Future Sight, so it's kind of gonna be like very hard to stop the guy. As um he then yells level 1 prominent as Akainu yells, oh hell, as he then says level 1 prominence burn no. Yeah, we're basically gonna do that Whitebeard, that attack that he did to Whitebeard, where he literally says oh hell no. I think oh hell no is one of his attacks. And yeah, so as fire then starts to emit from Escanora's chest, and all at the same time, a ginormous lava bomb that starts to come at Escanor. But Escanor's fire burns the rock inside of Akainu, as it just goes straight through Akainu's attack. As Akainu embodies his body in Armament Hockey, and he embodies it in lava too. But this, little did he know, this was actually a punch. This was not the true Prominence burn. Like, at first it was the Prominence burn, but he morphed it into a punch somehow. As it then smashes into Akainu, as Akainu's body then starts to burn, like his vest is burning, and it's starting to cut through his Armament Hockey. Because, duh, this guy is a specialist at Armament Hockey, so don't you think that he would be... Who's been texting me? Okay. Was that Devon Franklin? Wait, did Devon Franklin just do a video and I just cast it off? Don't care. Yeah, I don't really know who that dude is, really, I just know that he's married to Megan Good, and that, he's a pastor, I think, or a priest, or a saint, I don't know, he preaches, I guess. So, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Akainu gets back up with half of his clothes, but only his shirt, because he didn't have that much. As Akainu gets back up with blood dripping out from his chest, Marco, I mean, no, I should really just name this dude Marco, which Escanora just smirked. As he then tries to move, but then he realizes he used too much of that fake attack, trying to move his fire into his. As he then acts like he has more of that coming. But I kind of sees right through his blood. As he then could punch Mercury right with it. And then he then gets slapped by a foot, which blood then shoots out of his mouth like and he then comes flying through the ground. As he gets back up, he spits out being raged at you. And we didn't go to calculations. Okay. 390 times 6%. Equals. As then, he then tries to use his ice, but then all of a sudden, it feels like he can't use his ice. Oh, that's another ability. It's called Turtle Time. If I stab you, if I stab touch you in a certain area, all of your powers are gone, and you can't emit ice anymore. As Aokiji then says, "Well, I still have hockey." As he then tries to jump in the air, and then he just gets uppercutted or side punched. As all of a sudden, we then see someone. He's Well, I guess it's time to bring out the true strength of the Emperor. As Wiper then asks, "What's that?" And I then jump in the air, as I then create a ginormous bomb, forming Sengoku then looks in horror, but then he realizes, "It's my environment, let's go and fist up." Let's say that he could get his power back. Akainu does something, and everybody from pirates, they all do their strongest attacks. Everybody from Marines, it's like some sort of yeah, it kind of looks like that color page. As Lee forces, yeah, you thought that was gonna be. As Lee then says, "What's going on?" As he then sees that everybody's doing some strong attacks. As he bites his fist, I can use the blue. Like his hand is like third blue, yet 2 times big. He says, "I can't keep this up for long. My eye is really hurting." We then all fire our attacks. Sengoku fires double Buddha shockwave as who's this? Oh, my uncle. Um as Still for your own good, boy. You should have been down the lane, boy. You stupid boy. As these attacks and clashes, Newport is breaking. And then it's like the world. As the waters that rise. When the clash is over, Marineford is completely broken. As in their stand. In their stand, a light blue figure, with his head rising above everyone else. And this one is like 30 to 40 feet. Oh, sorry. And we can see four other figures. No, we can see six other figures. And then all of a sudden, two figures behind him. This figure is Fristus, Duge, or Cooge, or whatever. And we then see a mighty one with a smile on his face. As Godwin hears, Yarge! So it's like, Roger, they both say instantaneously. No, I don't know. And I like to stupid. As we can see another figure. As we can see a crown on his head. And him standing up. And we also see the figure above that figure. Trigon Joyful. Yeah, it's pretty good. I see this figure now. So he's the future poet. The frost. Only future figures. It's a true rock. As we can look up. Da 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 Wait, no, that's not even, that's from the Seven Deadly Sins. Cursive, we have Escamora here. Da 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 do 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 do. We can get some. Do do do. You watch Seven Deadly Sins. You're gonna and I put back on my hat as I'm walking away. And I look back at Sengoku. As I then yell, Sengoku! It seems the future Pirate King has already been chosen. As I'm just walking away, and me and my crew, as Sengoku is shivering in fear, while he says, we have to kill Porcus Phoenix right now! As he then looks down to see Porcus not beside him. Where did the boy go? As he then orders the admirals to go fight, but the admirals are all bloodied up and broken. As he then looks back at me and he says, You monster! I'm just walking away. If you want to hear the prophecy, I'll tell you. No, I'm just gonna make up my own prophecy. Like, frick this bullcrap. Throughout the years, will there be a pirate who wields a gun or a rubbery substance with a straw hat ruling above his head? You can kill him all you want, but his destiny awaits. Him becoming the pirate king, the ruler of all. He will defeat all of the Yonko, even me, and one day he'll rule above everyone, above us all. His name, or his epithet, more like Straw Hat Luffy. And I'm just walking away while I'm saying this, and like, this is a cool attitude, bro. And they're saying, kill a Straw Hat! But the Marines are dead, and Kobe is behind Garp. If Garp has a broken arm right now, and Sengoku has a broken, like a couple of broken fingers, a broken arm, and a fractured leg. as we didn't get the music again. Let's just go to the Seven Deadly Sins music, bro. Yeah, because I'm not just gonna keep doing this. Seven Deadly Sins theme. Okay, best OST, Seven Deadly Sins. Okay, emotional epic, Natsu no Taizo OST. Let's just see. Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that later. But just imagine that. Just imagine that music playing while I'm telling my prophecy. As this is